guys, it's Sierra, your host,
Hi, it's Joanna, your co host.
and you're listening to the Color of Home podcast. Hi, Joanna. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. Nothing too exciting. How about you?
Nothing too exciting. I'm good. Have you been working a lot?
Actually, no. This week I had more of a break. My one client, they're on vacation, so
Mm.
yeah, I had an opening, and so like I pick up afternoon shifts, so it's just been more so just relaxing in the morning, like this
Yeah.
morning. So it was nice to sleep in.
Nice. Nice.
No.
Awesome.
How's the coffee shop?
It's good. I
Uh,
was busy today. It's towards the end of the week. It always gets a little bit busier in the morning. So, yeah, but
yeah.
it's a good thing. So, I'm
How's
thankful.
the
But
puppy?
she's good. If you hear her little bell, she's down here again.
Is she
Yeah.
adjusting?
Yeah, she's doing so good. She's finally like getting the hang of like potty training. And she just loves the boys. Yeah, she's a great dog for us. She's really like it's funny because she's not even like acting like a puppy. Like, puppies like chew on everything and they're hyper all the time, and like she
Yeah.
just will lay down and just be chill. Like, I don't know if that's like the Newfoundland like breed, like if they're just super relaxed and chill, but she's like the calmest
Right.
puppy. So yeah, it's been
Oh,
a
maybe
good
maybe
thing.
it's like her personality, because like certain dogs
Yeah,
just have that demeanor where they're just extremely
yeah, that
calm at the
could
beginning.
be.
So
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. Yeah.
yeah, but
How did
it's
you
fine.
feel about last week's episode?
Last week's was really good. We got some really positive feedback, and like
Yeah.
honestly, I think like the Lord really guided us in what we were saying, and so
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of encouraging to see that. Yeah, that we were able to give our viewpoints and stuff without, I guess, being offensive and stuff. So,
Yeah, I
what were
agree.
your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I agree. I was a little bit nervous to do that episode last week, but like you said, I feel like God just guided our words, and yeah, I don't know. I think we had a lot of good feedback. I was nervous, but I was happy with the
Same.
outcome of it. So, yeah, hopefully it
Yeah.
was encouraging to people.
Yeah, hopefully. I
Yeah,
hope
so
so.
what are we talking about this week? Tell us.
Yeah. So this week we're going to be talking about TCKs and their and money and spending habits. How we spend money as a
Mm-hmm.
TCK. So I know that it's different for everybody, but I think this would be a really fun topic and also like interesting because I know we all are gonna be have different like ways that we spend money and yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's a good topic. I'm excited to talk about it. I feel like Joy and I are definitely different in maybe the ways we spend our money, but yeah, I think we all, as TCKs, have like a common theme of what we like to spend money on. So,
Yeah, there's gonna
yeah.
probably be some weird things that TCKs probably love spending their money on compared to other
Mm-hmm.
people in
Yeah.
like our home countries. So
Yeah. So when you first got back to the States, Joanna, um, were you like living paycheck to paycheck, or like what was your living situation when you got back?
well, like I was in Canada, but when
Mm-hmm.
I came back, I think like well, I was a student, so I just went straight to
Mm,
school. I wasn't, I guess, really had to worry that much my first year
yeah.
about money, and then I got a student loans the second year. So yeah, what about
Yeah.
you? Like,
No, that's
were
great.
you paycheck to paycheck?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, like, oh my gosh, it has been a while, but I I came back to like Scottsbluff, Nebraska, my hometown. So I did get like a full ride to like my community college, but after like I had dropped out like a year after going because like it just wasn't for me, and then after that it was like, oh shoot, like I actually have to
Yeah.
like live like on my own and figure out
Yeah.
this adulting thing. So yeah, that was like super stressful for a while. I was definitely living paycheck to paycheck, but Um, like my parents, they were so like helpful. Like if I wasn't able to like make a bill or something, like they would deposit like $100 into my account, like help me out that way. So like I never
Yeah.
like actually like went under, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, I would also say I didn't make the like wisest financial choices
Right.
like when I was on my own. So it's definitely like
Yeah.
a good learning experience. But
I guess it's yeah, it's a little different because I'm like I went like the college route and stuff, and then
mhm.
like, but after college, that's when I was like paycheck
Yeah.
to
Like
paycheck because
I
I
never actually lived
phones.
at like a dorm or anything. So I feel like that living on site like at the dorm like that helps a lot cuz like you're already paying for like the whole college thing, you know? But like when you're like actually
Yeah,
renting an apartment, you're like, "Oh my gosh, like I have to pay my rent otherwise I have nowhere to live, gas money,
yeah,
food." Like it's scary.
yeah,
Yeah, so I think yeah, just like having moving out, like having to pay rent and all of that on your own is it's a lot, especially
hmm
for us TCKs who are learning it all for the first time.
yeah, definitely. I do feel like it's so interesting because I think me and my friends have talked about this where it's like we felt, well, at least I felt like when I graduated, like not that like I was left on my own, but it's like I don't like
Mm,
you like our family doesn't live there, so it wasn't like we could live at home and then go to school
hmm.
and like still not like worry about those other financial stuff. So it's like
Yeah,
we didn't. Some of us didn't have that opportunity because like I was in a
right.
whole different province than my parents, so it felt
Hmm.
like in some ways I was behind in life compared to other
Yep.
Canadian kids. Who were able to live at home and they went to school in their
Hmm.
province or like lived with relatives and stuff like that. So I do feel like sometimes
Yeah.
we might be a little bit behind in some things.
Hmm.
But
That's a good point because I lived with my grandpa, but I still paid him rent, and so like yeah, it was he was like super helpful to me in that area. Like it wasn't as much as if I were to like go rent an apartment, but
mm-hmm.
um still it was just like we didn't have those extra years to like save up and yeah, just put ourselves ahead essentially. And I feel like some kids too, like they can work during the summer, like throughout high school and stuff, which like that's super helpful too. And just to have
Mm-hmm.
like some kind of savings to like fall back on, you
Yeah,
know? But
yeah. I
also like
definitely
the
didn't understand money. I
no,
don't
I
think
had
I
no
understand.
concept.
No, like
Yeah.
because in Papua New Guinea, it's not like we had like a whole like savings account figuring out like all
Yeah.
this stuff. It's like you
Hmm.
graduated and you're like, wait, I need money for school, and like thankfully your parents, like my parents
Yeah.
were at least like very prepared, and they like,
Mm. Yeah.
okay, your first year's all taken care of, and like we applied, we did everything for you, so that
Yeah.
was really great. But it was like I really did not understand what all it took to actually like keep yourself alive.
Mm-hmm. No, exactly. And like I don't know about you, Joanna. I feel like you were probably a little bit smarter in this area, but like I just did not make like the wisest financial decisions. Like
Hmm.
so like for me, like I just wanted to be independent so bad that like yes, I lived with my grandpa and I was paying him rent, but and I should have just stayed. But I was like, no, like I want to be completely on my own. Like I want to just figure out how to do life like on my own. So I did move out and I rented an apartment, which was even more expensive in rent. And that was, I think, a bad decision. Like I should have just stayed with my grandpa
Yeah.
and saved up my money. But also, like, yes, I did get to experience like having to grow up and figure out how to like afford my rent
Yeah.
money and all of that. So pros and cons, I guess.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. No, girl, I definitely was not the smartest with my money too, but I don't think like I did things like that. I think I probably was like, ooh, cool things. I now have adult money that
Yeah,
it's a
clothes
real
like
thing.
that. So dumb, dude. Like I remember one time I had gotten money back from like FAFSA or something like that. I don't remember exactly. This could be so wrong, but I had dropped out of college, so I think they just gave me the money back, and so I got like $400. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have $400! Like I can go spend money on clothes, dude." I took the whole $400, went on a freaking trip, and spent all of it. I blew that money, and then I was
Dude.
like, I was so like I was struggling. I was like, couldn't afford my rent, couldn't buy groceries. I'm like living off of two grapes and a banana. So I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do? I don't know. It's just the dumbest thing. That was yeah.
No, it's so funny because like I've never been like a huge like spending my money on like on clothes and stuff. Like I'll do
Really,
like
I oh
yeah, I don't go like I like shopping, but I'm not like that into shopping. But
mm,
I think my biggest thing was flights. I think I went to so many people's weddings and like I was at Zach and
yeah.
Shania's wedding, spent money there. Like it was just like I was like visiting friends,
Travel.
traveling. That's where I spent all my money. Like I was
Yeah.
like I could have saved, but I was like, hey,
Yeah.
$300 flights, round trips to the States? Yeah.
Yeah. See, like my time back, I didn't have like the opportunity to really travel because like I got married so quickly that none of my friends, like I was the first one married out of our class, I'm pretty sure. And
Right,
like none of
yeah.
our friends, like I didn't have any weddings to go to, but like I feel like if the opportunity presented itself, I would have been like, yep, book me a ticket. But
Exactly, yeah.
I'm happy for you that you did get to have those experiences though.
Yeah, it was cool. I was like, wow, like I get to actually travel and it was crazy because I didn't even have a real job until like after I graduated second year of Bible school. Like I basically just worked at summer camp and then I think the end of my like second year of Bible school I had a real job where I actually
Mm.
worked.
Yeah.
But like I really hadn't done much but camp, so the work
Yeah.
experience was very
We're all
minimal.
struggle busting it a little bit there. But we persevered. We survived. It's fine.
Exactly. And I guess
Yeah.
like going back, we can just like some of I guess our habits of like that shape us with how we spend our money and stuff, handle our
Hmm.
money. I think it has to go with like our core, like us being missionary kids and stuff like that. Like where like our parents were basically like they had support, like people supported them to do their work. So it's not like they
Hmm.
were making money in Papua New Guinea because they were like
Hmm.
on a work visa. So they had to get, I guess, churches supporting them financially. So
Right.
with my family, we were very careful with how we spend our money. We didn't do a lot of like extravagant things. Like once in a while, we do a trip to Cairns, but it was like not that often. And like for things like we wanted to save up for, like yeah, maybe we were like eating sweet potatoes like for like so many meals and like all these
Oh.
like budgeting meals and stuff like that, which
Mm.
is so like whatever, it is what it is. And like but we were able to do like a fun trip and stuff to Madang or to
Hmm.
wherever because like we budgeted. So I definitely was aware that like missionaries are not rich by all means,
Yeah. Right.
but we never went without. I have to say, like every time we needed
Hmm.
something, like it,
Hmm.
I always got it. So I definitely got what I needed in life.
Yeah.
So
Right. God always provided for you, for sure.
hmm
Yeah. Um, I feel like I don't know. I feel like my family maybe was like a little bit different in that area. Obviously, like we weren't rich by any means. I mean, everyone
yeah,
has a different like what standard of what rich looks like, right? Like,
hmm
but in Western society, I feel like we weren't rich by any means.
yeah,
But like my mom and family, they just had a lot like a lot of medical issues come up. So I feel like we were always in Australia. Like we were just going back and forth all the time. Um, but it's not like we got to like Jared was saying, we didn't get to do like extravagant things when we were there.
hmm
Maybe go to the zoo or something. But like it was just yeah. I don't know. Vacations were very special and
hmm
eating out was a very special thing and getting to go stick handing was super special just because yeah we just didn't get to do it all the time but
yeah.
um yeah.
I think okay with you mentioning second handing, so that was like our
Uh-huh.
biggest thing growing up in Papua New Guinea. It's like there wasn't any like there was stores with like new clothes, but they were like made so bad, so cheap. Like you just were like, I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
to a secondhand store because they would get like barrels and barrels of clothes and but like
Hmm.
so many clothes from like
It's like the
Australia.
ultimate thrift store, yeah.
So ultimate, it's so amazing. And
Hmm.
like yeah, I love thrifting and to this day I think that like I have such an issue buying brand new clothes. Like I'm still like, oh, if I could get this like down at like Goodwills or like
Yeah.
Value Village for like way less, why would I spend $200-300 on a pair of jeans? Like
Yeah.
I just can't justify it. Like
Yeah.
I
Girl,
think it's
I'm
just
like the complete opposite.
no
This
way.
is so bad. No, because I'm like, why would I go? Like, I guess not why, but like
Yeah.
secondhanding was fun, but like everything smelled like mothballs. It was just dirty. And so like for
Yeah.
me it's like, oh my gosh, I finally can buy like new, good smelling, clean clothes that no one else has ever worn. Like but
Yeah.
like it's just such a difference of like
I,
opinion, you know? Like it's
yeah,
not
it's
one is not
true.
right, one's not wrong. Like
No, I do enjoy
yeah.
new clothes. I gotta clarify
Yeah.
that. But the thing is, like,
Yeah.
it has to be a certain price under a certain price bracket for me to be like, okay, I consider this, buying this. But if I'm like $200 on jeans, which is like so normal, I'm just like, I can't. Like,
Yeah, it is though. It's hard, especially growing up like spending I think what like 2 kina for a shirt, which is like maybe 25 cents. Like,
yeah,
you
you can
know,
get
it
so
was
much. Yeah.
crazy cheap. So yeah, no, I totally get that.
Yeah,
100%.
like that whole mindset, like it's so interesting because I'm like I do see habits of like how we grew up, like how that affected me, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
yeah, like I would
Yeah.
not blink twice for buying flights. I'd be like, yes, I will buy
Yeah.
flights. As some people are like, absolutely not, but I can
Yeah.
go and spend
Mhm.
like $100 on food, on like a
Yeah.
restaurant meal, and
Yeah.
then not pay for flights. As for me, I'm like,
Mm.
no, I'd rather like,
Yeah.
eat toast and peanut butter or
Yeah.
whatever, and then like buy my
Exactly.
flights. So it's very
Mhm.
interesting our mindsets.
Yeah.
Another thing, I have a question for you. How many suitcases have you collected or you have just like in
How many
storage?
suitcases?
MKs and
I
suitcases.
actually
Oh,
I have a lot of like bags that I travel with, like backpacks and stuff like that. I don't know about like
hmm
the rolly suitcases. I think we just bought two more. We were in New Jersey not too
yeah.
long ago on a trip, and we bought two more. But I think I have like two, three, four, five like suitcases, and then I have like a lot of like just backpacks and bags that, like I'll take. And
Right.
this is what we need to do an episode on this, on like how to travel, like because we have figured out all the tricks, guys. I remember like Anthony. This is just a side note, but when I brought Anthony over to New Guinea, I was like, I'm not paying for a checked bag. Like, I'm going to pack everything I need in this massive carry on. I'm going to lug through the airport across the world, like 10 airports later. No, but it was huge. Like, it was so big, my carry on. And I had packed,
You're
like,
allowed that size?
yeah, girl, I made sure it fit in the little basket thingy that they like.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah. So it was so heavy. He hated me because I like lugged that thing through. But hey, saved me a couple $100s because I didn't have to check a bag. But yeah, so that was like fun. But
That is so true. I don't do check bags unless I
yeah,
absolutely have to.
yeah.
But in Canada, our airlines have now changed it where you basically get basic flight. If you're gonna get a bag, it has to be like basically this big, like basically like a
What?
purse size. Yeah, that's basic price.
Because you get a
Or
personal item and a carry on.
not anymore for us in Canada,
What?
and it's terrible. It's so bad.
Oh my
Like,
gosh. I don't know if I can fly to
yeah,
Canada
it's
then.
I know. And but if you're gonna go and pay for like the second, like the economy flight, so the flights are a little more
Uh-huh.
expensive, you get a carry on with that, but it has to also be like able to just go on the top, just one carry on. And
Yeah.
then if you want the full package, you get a carry on, a personal bag, and a check bag, and the flights are like double the price. It's just
Wow, that's
so I'm
crazy.
like I'm going ultra basic. Sometimes I'm like
Mm-hmm.
my friends
Like
got
just a little
things,
backpack or something. Yeah.
yeah, just a tiny purse or like a purse, like
Yeah.
yeah, duffel bag thing. So
But I feel like as TCKs, we're also good at that, like living off of like what we can fit in our
mhm.
backpack. You know,
Oh
like
yeah,
mascara, deodorant, shampoo, and then change of clothes. We'll be good.
yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you think that
Um,
like while living in like Papua New Guinea, did you ever feel like guilty for having more than what the locals had or
hmm. That's a good question. Um, I don't think I felt guilty living there because like we really didn't have a lot. But I think where I felt guilty was like now coming back to the States. That I catch myself like when I do go buy something that maybe because I do like nice clothes and stuff like that. So like if I am gonna spend money on a shirt or I don't know, just something like for myself, like I do catch myself like thinking like, oh my gosh, like if somebody from Papua New Guinea like knew how much I was spending on this, like they would just think that's like absolutely ridiculous, you know? Like
Mm-hmm.
so I
Right.
think that's where I find myself like feeling guilty, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I think there's just two different like ways of life, and I don't think like that we need to feel guilty over that. I don't know. What are your thoughts on
Yeah.
that?
Well, I definitely, yeah, like I think I agree with you where it's like I never really felt guilty, but I definitely was aware that I was like blessed and because like
Mhm.
I was born in a certain family or like raised by a certain family that I
Mhm.
definitely had the upper hand in life in some things. And so I
Mhm.
definitely was careful with like what I like how I presented myself amongst my national friends and stuff because I'm like, yeah, I do know that I am blessed, even though
Mhm.
compared to other Canadians or other people from North America or Europe,
Mhm.
it's like, yeah, we're poor, but for
Mhm.
Papua New Guinea as a third world country, we're considered really wealthy in their
Mhm.
eyes, and so
Yeah.
I definitely was like aware of that, and it was something that like
Yeah.
I didn't take for granted. And I think that like my parents did a really good job with us kids just being like, like we ate a lot of what the locals ate when we were in the tribe. But we also like
Mhm.
we did have like our own meals or we'd have pizza or burgers and stuff at home. But like yeah, my parents are like very good with like budgeting and like making sure that we weren't just like overspending or like ungrateful. So like we were very grateful for what we did have.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I do think that in Canada, that not in Canada, like when I do, yeah, when I come back to my home country, I do feel like, man, us missionary kids have nothing. All these people, like I don't think I showed that, but I just like realized you can tell like our different
Mhm.
worlds are just like so different.
Yeah.
Where
And when
even
we
like
come back to
yeah,
our home countries, maybe that's how we feel then is like how the nationals feel when they see us over there. Like isn't that just such a
exactly.
weird like rich by the world's standards? Like
Mm-hmm.
not like we're like when you think about being rich in Jesus's eyes, it's just so much different than like what the world views as rich, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's
Yeah.
just an interesting like perspective, I think.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
but did you
Definitely
ever
agree.
feel guilty though, like going back to Canada, like if you did buy something nicer in Canada or that was a little bit more money,
Mm,
did you feel guilty then of thinking like I don't know, I just think back to the people in the game like, well, they would never be able to afford this or I don't know.
I don't think that ever really like crossed my mind that much because we
Mm.
didn't. I think like the things that I would buy, my parents were really like, okay, like you had to work for it, or like by doing chores and stuff, you got an allowance. So it's like I worked hard for it to be able to get my first iPod or whatever it was, or like
Mhm.
my first tablets. Like all that
Mhm.
came from my hard work. So like I think in
Mhm.
some ways it's like I felt like that I had earned it and I had put in the work for it. So I don't think I felt
Yeah.
any sort of guiltiness for that.
Yeah.
And
No,
also,
that's
like, I think
valid.
even in Canada, my mom was very good at just like thrifting still. So we still like did a lot of thrift stores. We did buy things like from Walmart. I think we were very grateful at Christmas time too, because sometimes it was just
Mhm.
like what we got a trampoline or we got this like this is crazy but like I think it
Mhm.
was sometimes like our parents were just like yeah like our it's okay for our kids to have something that's like actually um like that's kind of cool that their friends in Canada have or like a weed or
Mhm.
like just different things like that. So like my parents were very good I think at like managing how we spent money I guess as children or
Mhm.
how they spent money. So yeah, I never went into the big shopping splurge thing,
Not even like
but
on your own though, like without your parents?
not not really. Like I think once in a while like order like maybe a big like package from Shein, but I do that like once a year or something. So it's
Mhm.
not like Yeah, not really. Like, I actually get kind of
Hmm.
tired when I go shopping. I'm like, I'm done. Like,
I'm like, no, let's just keep going.
no, I literally was like, yeah. I mean, but I do, one thing I do enjoy, enjoy trying different cuisines of different places. So I
Hmm.
think that sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm tired at work from work. I'd love to try out a new ramen place or like
Hmm.
some sushi or something like that. So I think that to me, it's like getting more of like experience from other cuisines. Like that's what I'm like, okay, I could spend like my money on
Yeah. See,
that.
that's funny because I'm the opposite in that way. Like,
What?
I'm like, let's not eat out. Like, I mean, every now and then it's nice to eat out, but Anthony and I are like super like trying to really budget our food because I
Hmm.
don't know. It's just each family's so different. Each person's different, like
Hmm.
what they like to spend their money on, and not like it's not wrong. Like, if I like clothes
Right.
over going out to eat, like that's fine. If Joanna likes eating out over clothes, that's fine. Like, it's just so different. But yeah, I think like as TCKs, though, like one thing that like we can all like agree that we like to spend our money on is traveling. Like Joanna was saying, like she would much rather go travel and spend money on a plane ticket than go shopping. And as much as I love shopping, I'd have to agree. Like I always told Anthony, I was like, let's just save our money and go on a big trip at the end of the year and take the kids and go do something fun, go see a new country or just like those experiences. Because I think like the
Hmm.
experiences and the memories that you get from it are gonna last
Yeah,
so much longer versus like a shirt that you bought or
for
something like
sure.
that. So
Yeah. Yeah. I also have the mindset. I'm like, oh, if I've been living without it for so long, I don't need it right now. Like I could do another
yeah,
month where I keep saving
yeah,
for it or whatever. So I don't
mm-hmm,
know. It's very interesting. I guess it's also like personality and like I guess how
mm-hmm,
but
yeah,
definitely it's a hard hard thing to be like living paycheck to
yeah,
paycheck though as
yeah,
but I do think a lot of TCKs like they've had to like start somewhere and then build themselves up too, and maybe even like harder than what other monocultural kids have to experience and stuff. So like I feel like we're starting at ground zero as some people are starting a little bit at a higher
mm-hmm,
advantage than we are, but
yeah,
like there's so many MKs that I've seen that I've just like they're doing so well. Like and I'm just like so happy at where they're at in life and like
yeah,
where we all came from. So
mm-hmm,
yeah.
yeah. I would agree. So Joanna, let's play a little game.
Hmm.
Okay, we'll ask each other questions like would you rather? So that way we can
Yes.
find out more about our personalities and what we would spend our money on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask you first. I have to think of a good one.
Hmm.
Okay, would you rather spend your money on going to a concert with friends or a quick weekend trip to see a girlfriend?
A quick weekend trip to see my friend. Like, I mean, it depends on like what concert. Like, it does
Mm.
depend on the
Hmm.
concert. So,
Right. Okay, your turn.
okay. Okay, would you rather splurge on a last minute plane ticket or save for a future you're not even sure of?
Oh, pfft, last minute plane ticket, easy. My husband's the other one. He's always like, no, Sarah, we gotta save our money and do this and this for when we retire. I'm like, yeah, but what if I die before I retire? Then I didn't even enjoy my life. So yeah, he's the one keeping us on track here with our finances. Clearly, I'm not. That's a good one. Okay. Would you rather splurge on a luxury hotel or a 5-star fancy meal at a restaurant?
Mm, I think a luxury hotel.
Yeah, I would agree.
I I think
Because then you get to stay
so.
the night
Yeah, it probably comes
relax
with food
versus just
too.
a
I mean, if it doesn't, then
girl. I don't know that. What is it called? Room
all
service is
inclusive.
expensive. And if you drink any of the little waters in the mini fridge, they charge you.
It's true.
But okay. All right, your turn.
Okay, I got a really fun one for you. So, okay, um, okay, okay. Would you rather have have one currency in your wallet forever, or current or six currencies and never know how much you actually have. Like money currency.
I'm confused.
So like if you go to other countries that don't accept US dollars, you can't change it. You just can't
Hmm.
spend that money. Or would you rather have
Mm-hmm.
six different countries' currencies, but then you don't know how much you actually have? So you could
Ooh.
have like you go to Europe, but you only have like 10 euros
Oh, do I
in
know how
your
much American currency I have? Probably the American
instead.
currency. I would do like one currency because I feel like most other places do accept American, but I don't know. What about you?
Mm, I would probably do the six different currencies. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I feel like
Yeah.
it would be handy.
Okay. Would you rather buy everything you want from a thrift store or only one thing from a high-end store?
Thrift store.
High-end.
Everything I
That's
want,
so
man.
cute.
Everything I want from a thrift store. Girl, I could never. Yeah, I would always go thrift store. Okay, would you rather be rich in one place or just enough just enough money in every country you go to?
Hmm. I think just enough money in every country I go to.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
exactly what I need, I got it. like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that
yeah.
makes sense. Would you rather spend $200 on yourself or $200 on your best friend? I'm the best friend.
Dude, I'm sorry, I'm gonna pick
Kidding.
myself, man. I gotta choose me.
Hey, it's okay. We all need a little self care every now and then.
You got Anthony. I gotta choose me, man.
I got a husband. Take care of
I
me.
gotta choose me.
Oh, you're so funny. I'd choose you too.
Oh, okay.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good one too. Okay. Would you rather spend money on making your house cozy or your car fancy?
My house cozy. I
Yeah.
could drive a rust bucket as long as it gets me from point A
Yeah.
to point B.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I want a cute house.
I know, me
Yeah.
too. Like that's where you come home and you just want to relax, and when it's like cute and your style, you're just like, it feels so
Yeah.
cozy.
Oh, this one's a hard one. I think I know your answer, but for me, it's hard. Like, would you rather have a stable 9 to 5 job and income, or would you rather make money in bursts doing freelance work all over the world?
Yeah, the second one.
The
I
freelance?
mean,
I
yeah,
literally thought you
because
would have picked 9 to 5 steady and you'll have
no,
like a
oh
stable income.
no.
I would
I'd
pick
rather
the second
have it
one
in
too.
bursts because then you can like you could budget it and then you could work really hard for a short amount of time and then enjoy your time off that you're not
Yeah, but then you could also
working.
be like, shoot, I overspent in shopping. And then you're like, I have no money until I
I would
actually
just need
work.
more freelance jobs in more countries.
Those are hard.
Yeah, I guess
That's
so.
such a fun game, Sierra. That was really
Yeah, that was
good.
fun. We'll do a poll on Instagram and ask you guys some
Yeah, for sure.
and see what
Yeah.
your answers are. Yeah.
Yeah, so like for me, I just was thinking like, like what does like the Bible actually say about like money and wealth and stuff? Because like I know that
Mm-hmm.
like in the world we're like money is such a big thing in our
Mm-hmm.
society. Like to get by in life, you basically have to have money or some sort of currency or something
Mm-hmm.
to trade. So yeah, there's a few Bible verses that I read, and it was so in Matthew 6:19 to 21. I'm reading from the NIV, and it says, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, obviously it's like the Bible's just basically saying like your treasure should be on like things that will last for eternity and not like things that are
Mm-hmm.
short term that can be destroyed and like be gone, and like
Mm-hmm.
within minutes you forget that you even had them. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's a good reminder, because I do think like I do get into that materialistic mindset where it's like, oh, I need this, or
Mm-hmm.
I should get this because I've seen some influencer
Yeah.
have this. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And I find that too, like in our like Western like culture, that it's harder to do that. I don't know about for you, but like when I was in the beginning, like I could care less about what people were wearing in America. I could care less about what the newest, latest gadget was or trend or
Hmm.
whatever. Like life was just so simple when you have less.
Yeah,
Like it's just so simple and you just don't care. But
exactly. Yeah.
um yeah, I don't know. I think it's just harder being backstage side. Like when you're just like immersed and surrounded by it, I think it's a lot harder to do. But yeah, that's a great verse and a
Hmm.
great reminder for sure.
Yeah. There's another one in Proverbs. That one's harsh.
Oh gosh, give it to me.
Proverbs. Proverbs
Oh
21
no,
20. It says, the wise have wealth and luxury, but fools spend whatever they get.
I'm a fool. Just kidding. Oh no.
Wow,
Wow.
okay. So there it is, folks. No.
There it
So
is. Plain and
yeah.
simple.
I guess it just means is to spend your money with wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
creating yeah, just
Yeah.
figuring out just be wise about how you do spend your
Mm-hmm.
money.
And
And
when you
then I
think
do,
about it too, like
yeah,
as it's like God's money, right? Like he's given us what we have and like
yeah,
all of it is his and so he could take it away if he wanted to and just to be good stewards of
exactly.
what he's given us. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, I got one last one. So
Yeah.
Proverbs 3 9 through 10, it says, honor the Lord with your wealth and with the first fruit of all your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will be bursting with wine. So just, I guess this kind of ties in with, like, I guess, just honoring God with our wealth, obviously, and like what He has bestowed upon us, but also just like, I guess, being gracious, generous too with the money
Mm-hmm.
that He has given us. So whether that's like
Yeah.
helping out or like tithing,
Mm-hmm.
um, giving back in some ways of what He's given you. And I don't
Yeah.
think it necessarily means financially. Like, yes, it's wealth, but I think it's also like if God was also giving you some gifts, and like
Mm-hmm.
also other, like He's
Yeah.
blessed you plentiful in like other ways, like you can give
Mm-hmm.
back to others, and like and you'll continue to double that blessing upon you. So
Yeah. That's really good. About just kind of talking about how we each spend our money in different ways. And how, like as TCKs, I think most of us would choose travel over like something else that we might want to spend our money on. So, yeah, it's just been fun to talk about that. And Joanne and I, like, we're best friends, but obviously we're so different in some of those
yeah.
areas. So, yeah, that was fun to kind of learn new things about each other in that way. But yeah, we look forward to seeing you next Wednesday.
You guys can follow us at the Color of Home podcast. You could also send us an email if you'd like to be on our podcast, have any questions, any feedback. Our email is thecolorofhomepodcast@gmail.com. And we'd love to just hear from you. And every Wednesday we have new episodes. We're on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, YouTube, and yeah, at the Color of Home podcast. And we look forward to being with you guys next week.